The baseball season is underway. It's the St. Louis Cardinals against the Miami Marlins. A great matchup early in the year coming right up.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Major League Baseball. It is regular season time. Spring training is now over. With John Crockett, Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne, and we get to opening day lineups. When you've got him in the rotation, you figure your chance of winning are pretty darn good. He's on the mound today, Jaime Garcia. Nighttime baseball here in beautiful Miami. The stadium all lit up. Now we'll take a look at the starting pitcher for Miami. And what about the St. Louis lineup, Steve? What are we going to see him use?
Now this right-hander has quality stuff, and doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
This is how the Cardinals are lining up.
Now some kind of offense right here. Star-studded lineup and really great length and depth with guys that really can put the ball in play.
Now their rookie center fielder. He's the game's first batter, and we're ready to get things started.
Number 60.
That swung on, line towards the gap in left center.
Now batting.
One down. Now we'll take a quick look at the Marlins and how they take the field on defense. And how do you like who's out there, John?
Well, you got to love Martin Prado. I mean, here's a guy who came up in the big leagues as a middle infielder, second baseman. He moved to third when Chipper Jones got hurt. He played a lot of third base, and now they asked him to play the outfield. So what's he do? For an established major leaguer, he went to winter ball because he wanted to learn how to play the outfield, and so he wasn't unfamiliar with that position when spring training started, and he turned himself into a really good left fielder.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Now it's 2 away. Here's what's next for the Marlins. Series with St. Louis concluding tonight. And they'll be off to take on the Reds in the bout of Jay Bruce. And that's going to be a 2-game trip. They'll take off to take on the Phillies in the big bat of Ryan Howard. That should be a great series. They really match up well. So they'll be on the road quite a bit over this next stretch. It's going to be Carpenter now. That curve is just a little bit outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Hit in the air to center field. And that's the third out. That'll do it. How about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set down the guys. Tremendous. Bottom half coming up. Miami Marlins. Out on the mound, we'll see Jaime Garcia. St. Louis has got him starting in this one. And Steve, what's he got in his mind as he goes up against Miami?
Well, nothing overpowering for Jaime Garcia. A lot of sink on his stuff. He gets a lot of ground ball outs, and he uses the defense by pitching to contact, although that breaking ball will get some swings and misses.
Ball! And it's taken outside by Gordon for a ball. There's a ground ball. Diaz. 1 down. Scouting pitch on. Who are we looking at today?
Well, Martin Prado is as versatile a player as there is in baseball. He can play anywhere in the infield, anywhere in the outfield, and he plays them all equally as well. But what I like about him is you put him at the top of the order. He can hit behind runners. He moves runners. He's very unselfish. A manager's dream.
And now's a good time to take a quick look at how the St. Louis Cardinals will look defensively. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Yeah, the weapon. I mean, Yadier Molina, there's no better catcher in the game defensively than Yadier Molina. Not only does he keep runners close at first base because he can throw behind the hitter and pick them off at first base, he blocks balls better than anyone. To me, if you're going to build a catcher and a model catcher, Yadier Molina is that guy.
Called strike. Garcia got that one in. It's 0-1.
Well, so many questions about Jaime Garcia, what he would do after a breakout 2010 rookie season. Well, 2011 was very good once again. I don't know if we can expect a sub-3 ERA all that often, but he's a quality major leaguer.
Ground ball to short. Diaz. And he throws to first in time, out number 2. Yeah, Garcia could end up with an ERA in the mid-3s and with the strikeout totals going up. And it's just evidence that he's still growing.
Well, listen, he got knocked around a little bit in the playoffs, but don't let that change your mind about him. He has command of all of his pitches, and he's willing to throw them at any time in the count.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. First pitch is a big curveball in there, 0-1. Here's the delivery. Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1. One curveball misses. 2-1.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
The 2-1 pitch. That is fouled off by Stanton. Stanton fouls it off again. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. And the sides retired. Moss the catch. Off the field he comes. 3 up, 3 down for Jaime Garcia. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. Up next, Cardinals. It is a Stanton fouls it off again. Beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. And the cleanup man stands in. He'll start it off here in the second. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that's the first hit for the Cardinals in this one. Fans, next Monday you can catch another dose of baseball. It'll be Carlos Beltran and the New York Yankees. They find themselves at Oriole Park to face the Orioles. Start time 7 o'clock. First pitch is outside, 1-0. There's a swing, line drive, center field. 1 away now. And they just tried to hold him there at first.
Second base, number 16.
Wong up now.
Well, 2011 was the final year in the old ballpark for the Marlins, and they played like they couldn't wait for a new stadium. They were tied for the fewest home wins in the entire National League with just 31.
1 down, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Starts him out with that circle change in there. 0-1. Those 31 wins at home for the Marlins. Not a great way to say goodbye to the place that have been home since the birth of the franchise, dude.
But now a new era, new manager, new players, new excitement, and hopefully new fans to come out in this beautiful stadium to try to support this team.
There's a called strike on the outer half, and it's 1-2. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. 2 down, and they'll hold him at first base.
Let's take a look last year in the National League, where the Cardinals ended up ranking first in batting average with runners in scoring position, first in hits, and they really understood a great approach at the plate. Second in the league in hitting, great batting average all around. Really some depth and length to that lineup and some threats throughout.
And we're going to see Diaz here. Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And he's out at first. What an out. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Still unable to score. St. Louis still 0. Cleanup batter due up next. And in the batter's box, it's Ozuna. He's going to start the second for the home team. Garcia gets set and delivered. Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
Perfect location right there. Able to get the breaking ball down and in. Tough one to hit.
Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2. Fastball, this is inside, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
And he watches that one travel down. 2-2. Circle change misses, and it's full. 3-2.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed off that one.
And he swings and hits this one foul. The full count pitch. Hit hard to second. Long. In time for the out. St. Louis still early in the season. Look at the schedule. Tonight the final game with Miami. They'll have tomorrow off. There's another stop on the road trip. The Brewers hosting that one. After that, they meet up with Joey Votto. That'll be a road series taking on the Reds, a team that will definitely give them a competitive series. A lot of road games on the way. We've got Martin Prado in the box.
Well, Martin Prado had to deal with some injuries in 2011, and that played a role in what would be a down year for him. Unable to match the production he put up in the season prior.
Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. For Prado, it's the first time since 2007, John, that he didn't get that average to 300.
Yeah, it's actually a career low for him at 260. He still had the same approach to the plate. He looked like the same hitter that we've seen throughout his career, but it might just been one of those unlucky situations where balls just weren't falling for him. He'll turn it around, though, in 2012.
The 2-0 pitch, a fastball, taken for a strike. In his career, 0 for 9 off Garcia. Here's the 2-1. He sends this one in the air towards center. He catches that, and that's out number 2.
Well, guys, we've got a moment right now. Let's take a look back to last year's Miami Marlins stats. 3rd in stolen bases, 4th in triples, and while the home run numbers just weren't quite stacking up with some of the other clubs around, really showing that they had to manufacture runs and not get their offense from power.
And their number 6 hitter. Fastball is high, 1-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
The 1-0 now. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
Well, Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive, deep left center. And that's the third out. That'll do it. No scoring here, ending this half inning. Up next, Cardinals. Leadoff batter will get a shot at it later on in this inning. Leading it off, Yadier Molina. He went 3 for 11 last year off the Marlins. Pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him out of the plate, but a short run over the first and still retires his man.
We're going to see Garcia here. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. This one's bounced up the middle. Prado in time for the out.
Well, nice play out there. Quick release by the third baseman, able to get the runner out at first.
State Farm takes a look at the lineups with a pop in their bat from last season. Number 1, the Brewers. The Rockies in second. The Nationals third. The Cardinals fourth. And it's the D-backs. They are fifth.
Well, slugging percentage plays a key part in any team's offense, and this team was one of the best in the league last year at doing that. They seem to hit for extra bases. You know, everyone says, well, they get on second.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, touched the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. It's been a great opening day here, Steve. The inaugural game of the season underway. Bottom of the third coming up. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crook. Fastball misses away. 1-0.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down and away turn into ground ball outs, so they lay off of it. But with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
Here's the 1-0. Slider waved at, missed. 1-1.
But once you make the decision to swing, you have got to swing the bat. He waited a little too long. He wanted to swing a little earlier. His indecisiveness, though, caused him to swing late and miss it.
Catch is made.
For the Miami Marlins, left fielder, number 21.
Number 8 spot in the lineup. This is his first at-bat in this game. A shot up the middle, and that gets through for a base hit.
A good piece of hitting right there with 1 out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first.
Fernandez is batting. I think with 1 out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice him over.
Thought about dropping 1 down that time. Missed it. It's a strike. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Well, I think it's a circle change that we've been seeing him going with quite a bit in this one. He's using it pretty often.
You know, his bread and butter pitch is his two-seam fastball, John. He's got a tremendous one. I don't understand why he's not using it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he lays 1 down here. Molina. Throws the first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Now listen, pitchers don't hit the ball as well as position players do, but you can still impact the game with productive outs. Good bunt.
And boy, will he be happy if that comes around to score.
That's going to make the manager very happy right there. And there's a lot riding on D. Gordon's bat right here. You can see the determination in his face.
Two outs and a runner on second. Now the first pitch. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike. Now Molina sets up. Now Garcia's going to have a few pitches to work with here. He's 0-2. Hit up the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? And he's in there. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a strike out. Now he hit that ball.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Now, Steve, they've got the edge right now. They're getting some big runs at an important part of the game. Try to salt it away early. Oh, and Gordon takes off. And he is out trying to take second. Third inning offense able to get a run in. The Marlins lead 1-0. And the first baseman in.
Number 55.
And here's the first one. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
But Gary, they really can't seem to mount any offense at all. I mean, one hit through 4 innings, and you really have to look at your approach at the plate.
Here's the pitch. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2.
Well, climbing the ladder with that 4-seam fastball, trying to get the hitter to elevate his eyes. He gets the strike on it, and the hitter doesn't pull the trigger.
Swing and a liner to right center. Makes its way through for a single. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
Third base.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. It's going to be Carpenter now. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on the way. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. This one into the alleyway. Should be extra bases. The run scores.
Now the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored if you're in that at bat. What you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. In the box again, their left fielder. Always good when you can get a ball game tied up again, so you're not having to look up. The offense doing the job.
Well, they bounce right back and tie this baby up with that one, Gary.
Here it comes. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. Well, that's important early in the ball game. You want to make this into a seesaw battle. That's what they've done.
Now, you're going to be all right with a seesaw battle. Sometimes that makes you nauseous. You're going to feel okay?
Exactly. Oh! And it's fouled off. Fastball is a waste pitch that time. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swung on line to right center field. And that'll put him on another hit. And there it is. That's the tie-breaking run. They're ahead. And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen here, I'm not sure quite what they're thinking.
Well, with the left-handed hitter on deck, he's probably getting ready for hitters later in the lineup. Okay, the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning.
And Moss settles in. Well, this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ballgame.
I think we just saw some important production right there, guys. To get on the board at this stage of the game gives them a real chance to build confidence and to win.
Circle change, cut out and missed 0-1. Early on in a game like this, your bats are working. You're showing you can take some strides, jump out in front. Get the feeling right now the confidence is growing.
Oh, I think you're right about that. I think what you want to do is just get those tack-on runs. Just find ways to continue to score to build that momentum.
Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. I mean, they're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Wong in the batter's box. Last time up, flew out. No outs, and the corners are covered. And the first pitch. And that finds the outside corner for strike one. Now, to be effective, you got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what we've seen from this pitcher today. What's your take, guys?
When it's working consistently, stick with it. But considering how he usually pitches and how he usually finds...
He swings and nails a liner. That'll be a base hit at an RBI. Well, the rally here energized every new opportunity they take advantage of.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And we're going to see Diaz here. Show the direction here, Steve, for this lineup to stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, at this point in the game, we've seen some very important run production to get on the board early.
He deals. Line drive. That's foul towards first. And no doubt, guys, that you get the edge in a game at this stage, at least, you got a chance to build some good momentum.
You know,
smash towards the middle. Oh boy, this is getting a little ridiculous here. Looks like batting practice. And that will bring Yadier Molina to the plate.
Because the defense needs to stop right now. They need to put up an out here. This offense just has been relentless this inning. Well, it's about time. I mean, I don't know what they weren't seeing from the dugout. They should have gotten out of this game a lot earlier.
And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
They can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. 0 for 1 thus far. That's a strike, and that'll be 0-2. Yadier Molina will move in and guard the plate now.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter, swung late.
Tried to get him to go after that slider, but it's 1-2.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here, trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Inside and gets him.
Well, that hurts, there's no question about it, but it eases the pain when you know you get an RBI for it.
And we're going to see Garcia here. Getting close now to the top of the order, so you want this pitcher spot. Always you want it to be an out. Even if you get that here, there's still going to be a couple of outs to work with to create some offense. No one out. Sack's full. And here's the first one. Hit in the air to left center. One away. Now look at the teams from last year who stepped up big with runners in scoring position, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Cardinals. The Phillies in second. In third, the Brewers. Mets fourth. And fifth best, the Reds.
Well, one of the most clutch teams in all of baseball last year, hitting with runners in scoring position, they were the best at it. They love those clutch situations. Seems like every guy in the lineup seems to bear down when they have guys in scoring position and they deliver runs.
Fastball just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That's a foul ball. Foul! Here's the delivery. Foul fastball. Now the count 1-2.
Now that he's established the strike zone down and in, he can elevate a pitch or go with something soft away from the hitter.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's going to be Stanton. And he gets over and grabs it. Here comes the runner for the plate. That's one. At the plate, their rookie first baseman. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game. And starts him out here. Ball. That one sails high for a ball. 1-0.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind. 2-0. A swing line to left center. And that one is in there. Diaz thinking about scoring. And Diaz crosses the plate. This lineup's just unbelievable. They found momentum, and they've been able to carry it on and on and on. Let's take a moment to check out how much that two-bagger helps their cause. Here's the win expectancy graph.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
It's going to be Carpenter now. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate. And Diaz crosses the plate. This lineup's just unbelievable. They found momentum, and they've been able to carry it on and on and on. Let's take a moment to check out how much that two-bagger helps their cause. Here's the win expectancy graph. And it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, after that quality at bat, I mean, this offense just landing some serious body blows on this pitcher in this game.
Boy, you see this get started, it only builds confidence in the hitters. And here's the pitch. And this is bounced foul to the left side. One delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2.
You know, Jerry, you're right. It builds confidence in the hitters, but it also builds confidence in today's pitcher because he knows he doesn't have to be perfect now. He can pound the strike zone with strikes and be much more aggressive.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to first, and he still retires his name.
Well, it's a battered and bruised pitcher you're looking at. That half inning is over, but it took its toll. St. Louis taking the lead and putting the heat on. Catcher up to the plate. How's he delivering on these first pitches? Let's look and see.
Well, we tell pitchers all the time, work ahead in the count. It changes the at-bat, and proof here. 0-1 count, he's got 5 guys out today.
And his throw gets him one away.
Number 27.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. Garcia gets set and delivers. Starts him out with a called strike on the circle change. He delivers. 0-1 is a fastball inside. That'll even the count at 1.
A front door two-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
And he looks at a slider in there, and it's 1-2 now. How's he using the strike zone to his advantage? Here's a quick look at how he's been mixing locations.
His command and control have been solid. Not perfect, but the great pitching coaches will all agree that when you can mix locations along with pitch types, that you have the greatest chance of success each time out on the mound.
But John, you know this is a game of adjustments, and the hitters have not been able to adjust to the location and the rhythm of his pitching.
Ooh, and with 2 strikes, checks his swing. They say he did not go. They'll appeal it first. No, he did not. And with 2 strikes, he gets another crack at it. At the belt, Stanton settles in. Wong. 2 away.
Number 13.
And in the batter's box, it's Ozuna. Ground out victim last time through. Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Hit up the middle. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. So that brings up Martin Prado to the plate.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
State Farm leaderboard recaps the biggest group of thieves last year in the league. The Brewers number 1, second the Padres, Marlins third, fourth the Giants, and number 5 the Phillies rounded out.
Well, there's nothing like the stolen base. To me, as a guy who couldn't steal a lot of bases, it is still fun for me to watch because I love watching these guys, the way they tinker with the pitcher, the way they make the pitcher work, and that cat and mouse game between them, the pitcher and the catcher, about pitch outs and everything else, makes it so exciting to watch. And this team, one of the best in the league last year at stealing bases.
And Garcia's pitch too low, taken for a ball. Now the 2-1. Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that's going to get in there. Prado's got himself a knock. Great opportunity for Miami.
Gotta love the approach right there, Gary. Never letting up, going for 2 out of the box.
And a little bit of the element of surprise, I think, Steve, because where that ball landed is not a common area to take an extra base.
You know what? You have to take advantage of opportunities or create opportunities. That's what he did right there.
There's shortstop in the box. Flew out last time. Runners at second and third with 2 out. And Garcia's pitch too low, taken for a ball.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
At the belt, the 1-0. That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. That one's grabbed, side retired. They get 2 men in scoring position. Couple of hits, can't get them home though. St. Louis, they're protecting their lead.
Up to the plate.
And If you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Swung on. That ball hit well out there to deep left center field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in.
Right fielder, number 21, Brandon Moss.
And Moss settles in. Singled and scored his last time around. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a good knuckle curve for a called strike.
Well, this is what they need to do right now is retire leadoff man. You can't let a leadoff man keep getting on because they keep coming around to score.
The pitch. 0-1 fastball and a called strike.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself out of it.
Here it comes. Here's one hit very well deep. 2 away.
For the St. Louis Cardinals, second baseman, number 16.
Wong at the plate. Singled home a run in his last at bat. And the first pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. That one's grabbed. Side retired. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. St. Louis 6. Miami 1.
Up to the plate for
And the number 7 batter in the box. He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth. And Garcia gets him on the swinging first strike. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? Here's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
Well, guys, you look at that four-seamer. It's been hit several.
Back up the middle. And it's through. That's a base hit.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. Things going his way so far. First time up, he got the single that came off Garcia.
And look, he's not the only one that's hit this four-seamer today. His teammates are as well. And as a pitcher, you have to figure out what they're doing to have success and make an adjustment now.
Yeah, and that single he had last time didn't drive anyone in. However, he showed he can hit him and is looking to get something in the gap to bring home the guy on first.
Good offensive chance here.
You want your hitters to go with the pitch. Don't try to force things. The ball's away, he drives it away.
Use the whole part of that plate and the whole part of that bat. He did.
Kids, you want to learn how to hit? That's how you do it.
It's Phelps at the plate. Getting close now to the top of the order, so you want this pitcher spot. Always you want it to be an out. Even if you get that here, there's still going to be a couple of outs to work with to create some offense. Swinging a softly hit grounder to first. That's one out. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs onto it.
They can only get one out at first base in this situation, so 2 men now in scoring position.
Here's D. Gordon now. RBI opportunity.
And surprise, surprise, D. Gordon wasn't supposed to get called up. Going to take another full season of minor league ball to get him prepared for 2012. Here he comes up and does a heck of a job.
Runners at second and third. Only one away. Here's the first pitch. And Garcia gets him on the swinging first strike. We're talking about D. Gordon. There's one great fan watching out there who knows what it's like. Tom Gordon is his dad. One of the all-time great relievers in baseball.
Well, his dad was known as Flash Gordon, and the way this kid runs, Flash fits for him as well. 24 stolen bases in just over 50 games. He's got speed to burn. He's got to get on base to use it, though.
Slider misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, the hitter didn't take the bait. That's a great pitch. That breaking ball down and away, trying to get the hitter to chase. You have to give him credit. He didn't go out of the zone for it.
Strike 3 called. One plate umpire racks him up 2 down.
Now, the curveball right to the bottom of the strike zone. The hitter just gave up on it. Looks like a statue standing up there. Swing the bat.
Now their rookie catcher at the plate. He bounced out his last time. Here's the delivery. Fastball taken high. 1-0. Swung on, hit. Base hit through the infield. Runner should score. And that's 2 runs in. And he's on board. Credit in with 2 RBIs on the base hit.
Number 27.
That ball was well struck. Good piece of hitting. The infield playing back. Had a little more ability to cover some ground, but he was able to get it by him.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. Boy, they've been making some strides here. Close ball game, and this offense may just be beginning.
Now listen, Gary, they're hanging around right now. It's scratching and clawing, trying to get back into this game. And you know what? They're closing in on it.
And this team will do that to you. They've got a reputation as a ball club that just won't go away. Now Molina sets the target. Garcia with the inside pitch that's going to be called a ball.
And that's right, Gary. You know what? You earn those sorts of reputations, and that's what they do. This team does not let up. Let's see if they can continue the charge.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall. He's on his way to the plate. He's in there. Wow, tremendous hustle all the way from first. Miami, they are happy to just carry this momentum.
Well, they're not out of this one yet. They're chipping away at this thing. Now just a 2-run margin. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Ozuna gets a shot here.
Well, it's not surprising they're going to the bullpen now. I just thought maybe they waited a little bit too long. Should have gone and gotten them a little bit earlier.
What they want to do now, get this ball game tied up and then try and take it from there. Defense having a tough time stopping the production. Head on the ground. This could be the end of this ball game. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play.
Well, Gary, a well-played game all around, and St. Louis played a little bit better as they're able to take the win.
Now we got the highlights. We want to show you who we're giving this Player of the Game award to.
Well, you know, Gary, a lot of times it doesn't matter how many hits you get, but when you get those hits. And sometimes it only takes one, and that's how this game was decided today. That one big hit was the reason this team won. That's why he's our clutch performer.
And, Steve, they're able to put this one away in the record books. It's a good victory.
Hey, anytime you can go on the road and beat another Major League team, you've got to consider yourself fortunate.
Well, that time again. Thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.